In this video, we'll be talking about percent of change. Percent going down, percent going up. Increase or decrease, the percent of change. Percent of change, the relative change between an old value and the new value, expressed as percentage of old value. Let's see how that works. Using the formula, the percent of change is the difference between new value and old value divided by the old value times 100%. So the difference between new and old divided by old times 100%. That gives us the percent of increase or decrease based on the problem. So let's say an example here. We had, or you had 5 books. Now you have 7. So you went from 5 to 7. What was the percent of change? You had 5, that is the old value. Now you have 7, that's new. To go from 5 to 7, how many percent was the increase? The percent of change formula says subtract new minus old, divide by old, and times 100%. So new value is 7, now you have 7. Subtract the old 5, divide by old 5, and multiply by 100%. So first we need to subtract the values on the numerator. That will be 7 minus 5, 2. Divide by 5 and multiply by 100%. Fraction means division, so 2 divided by 5 is 0.4 times 100% is 40%. So our answer is from 5 to 7 books, we increased 40%. 40% of increase. Another example. There were 160 Smarties in the box yesterday. That was old. They were yesterday. Now there are 116. So that's the new value. What is the percentage of change? So we had 160 Smarties yesterday. Some got eaten and the new value is less, 116. From 160, it dropped to 116. By how many percent? The percent of change is new value minus old divided by old times 100. So the new value, 116, minus old, 160, divided by old, 160, and times 100%. So first, we subtract the values on the numerator, 116 minus 160, and that is negative 44. So you see, the number went down. Divide by the old number, 160, and then times 100%. So numerator, negative 140, no, negative 44 divided by 160. Negative 0.275 times 100% will be negative 27.5%. So the number of Smarties went down. That's negative 27.5%. And negative means decrease. So negative 27.5% of decrease. The number went down. Let's see some more examples. The weight of a child this year is 48 pounds. If the weight was 50 pounds the previous year, what is the percentage of change in weight of the boy? So this year, the weight is 48 pounds. In other words, this is the new weight. Last year, it was 50. So the weight went down from 50 last year to 48 this year. The percent of change is the difference between new minus old divided by old times 100%. So the new weight is 48, subtract old 50, divide by old 50, and then multiply by 100. So first we subtract the numbers on the numerator. 48 minus 50 would be negative 2. So the weight went down. Divide by 50 the old weight and times 100. 2 divided by 50 will be negative 0.04 times 100 will be negative 4%. Negative 4% of decrease. A shirt was originally priced at $48. It went on sale for $38.40. What was the percent that shirt was discounted? So the original price, old price, was $48. Then the shirt went on sale, so the new price is $38.40. Old went on sale, new. Percent of change is new minus old divided by old times 100%. New price is $38.40. Old price, subtract 48, divide by old price, $48, and times 100. Subtract on the numerator, divide by 48, and times 100. Difference, divide, times 100. So our difference is negative 9.6 because the price went down. Divide by the old price and times 100. Fraction means division, so we divide and we have negative 0.2 times 100. Move the decimal twice to the right or multiply by 100 will be negative 20 and add the percent sign. Negative 20%. Negative means the price went down, so it's decrease. So the shirt when on sale was discounted by 20%. 20% decrease. Example number 5 will be for you to try. I'll move on to 6. The population of a certain town increased from 20,000 to 21,250 over a given period of time. Find the population increase as a percentage. So the population increased from old number to new number. Old, new. From, to. The formula for the percent of change is the difference between new minus old divided by old times 100%. So new number is 21,250 people. Old number was 20,000. Divide by old and times 100%. Our difference between 21,250 and 20,000 is 1,250. Divide by old 20,000 and times 100. we divide, fraction means division, we have 0.0625 times 100. Move the decimal twice to the right or multiply times 100 in the calculator. Using a calculator, we have 6.25%. The number of population went up, so it's increase, and it increased by 6.25% of increase. Next example. Bob got a raise, and his hourly wage increased from 12 to 15. So from the old 12 to the new 15. What's the percent of increase from 12 to 15? The percent of change is new minus old divided by old times 100. New 15 minus old 12 divided by old 12 times 100. On the numerator, 15 minus 12, we have 3 divided by 12 and then times 100. 3 divided by 12 is 0.25 times 100, that would be 25%. The price went up 25% of increase. Using the formulas and the previous examples, would you please try number 5 and 8, and we'll go over the answers in class.